Hey everyone, Richard Taylor here, calling from Cupertino, California, where we are getting ready for the FCPX Creative Summit. Taylor here, calling from Cupertino, California, where we are getting ready for. Of course, I have to mute the audio. That's the first thing that I have to do. Let me see here. Very interesting. All right. Why isn't that letting me enlarge it? I wonder why it got small. Anyway, it looks like it's okay. Let me just check here a couple places. Yes. I'll be right with you. Cupertino looks beautiful. It's not that foggy or smoky, I guess, from the weather, from the fires. It looks like it's going to be a very nice weekend. I'm just sharing this in a few more places. Let's see, I think we're good. All right, I think we're good. Let me just check on something. I'm using it. This will be my hotel room audio. It's weird, I can't enlarge that screen. I wonder why. Nope, that's not going to work. Let me see here what's going on. There we are. I was in the wrong window. So what's going on out there in the rest of the world? I'm here in Cupertino. My name's Richard Taylor, if you didn't know that. Final Cut Pro Radio. So we got a comment, James Branch, FCPX. Really wish I could be there, maybe next year. Thanks for all the work you put on these reports. Yeah, when they used to have these events go on, I used to always want to be, see what's going on as it's going on. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm giving you guys a window into the Final Cut Pro Creative Summit. Now, this is Wednesday night. Not much is happening here tonight. It's pretty slow. The actual event starts tomorrow, Thursday. And it starts at 12 noon with the welcoming ceremony, and they have a couple of sessions, and then there's a mixer that they have downstairs. Let me see if I have a video of that. I actually do not have a video of that. But there's a bar downstairs, a bar restaurant called the Parkview, and there'll be a mixer down there. Everybody will get together. Last year they had a trivia contest. Don't know what they're going to have this year. I'll be down there I'll cover some of it live, just like I'm going to do this whole weekend. You can, of course, you guys are already following. James was following from Periscope. Periscope TV, Richard Taylor TV, YouTube, Richard Taylor TV, Facebook, Richard Taylor TV, Twitter, Richard Taylor TV. All those places are where you can follow along. You can also follow along in the Facebook group. I post more things in the Facebook group because some of the things are just small little things. So that's facebook.com/groups/Final Cut Pro Radio. Twitter's another place I'll post a lot of things. So I got to airport this morning. Let me just play that. That's the first time I've been at the San Jose airport. Usually in the years past, this is my 4th year at the summit. Usually years past, I flew into SFO, San Francisco International, and that was a fine airport. San Jose is a lot closer to Cupertino than SFO is. So this time was the first year I could get a direct flight to San Jose from the East Coast. The other years you had to take, 2 or 3 up and down stops and starts, and I don't like doing that, so I didn't do it. So what's going on in the rest of the world? I don't think the Mac Pro was not released today, right? At least I don't think it was. I didn't see it. So right now it's 3:25 Pacific in Cupertino, California. That's like 6:35 on the East Coast for me. That's what my body is going on. So I've already been to, I've already been to Sprouts. I got water. I got half and half for my coffee. And a couple of snacks. Look, I got these. These are great. Cherry, something or other. Turnovers, cherry turnovers. That'll be my late night snack, maybe a little bit of breakfast this morning. So when I first got here, I could not check into my room. They said they were sold out last night, some kind of surge pricing. So I couldn't get in my room until a little before 3. So I went over to this place right across the courtyard. Let me show you the courtyard. Here's the Juniper Courtyard. And right across the courtyard is this place called Le Boulanger. That's usually where I eat a lot of times, especially breakfast in the morning and stuff. And that's the Juniper, of course. And here's a little walk. Taking a walk over to the Sprouts supermarket. That's where I get my bottled water, half and half, late night snacks. Well, one thing I learned is don't get spring water for coffee. That stuff was terrible last year. It made my coffee horrible. I didn't realize it until it was too late. So here I am just walking across. There's some nice little sprinklers there, little water fountain. And this is the way you get across to go across the street there to up the road there. That's actually where Apple headquarters is, straight up the road. This is the crosswalk you use to get across the highway there to get to the shopping center. There's also hamburger places up there. I was really surprised at the price of gas. Very surprised at the price of gas. And that's the crosswalk to get across the road. Now, if it's early in the morning, I'd probably jaywalk just straight across. Starbucks over there, it opens up at 5 a.m. Now, we don't know what we're going to see tomorrow, or Friday, I mean. Friday is Apple Day. They could release the Mac Pro at any time. I don't know if Apple is just delaying the release of the Mac Pro because it's not ready, or they want to coincide it with the Final Cut Pro Creative Summit. Who knows? But I've got money saved up for it. I've got about $8,000 right now. That'll give me the base model plus a little bit extra. I'll get a 12 or 16 core CPU. I'm not worried about I'll get probably a 1 terabyte SSD, but I can add storage as much as I want later. I can add graphics cards, so I'm not worried about those things when I do get it. But who knows why they haven't released it? You guys have any idea? They didn't release it today. Not that I've seen anyway. So the big day, of course, is Friday. That's when we go to Apple Campus, talk for our first exposure to the FCPX team, the Pro Apps team. They're going to give us a presentation on something new. They always do something new. They don't show us something that's You know, they're not going to show us 10.4.7. That's not what they're going to show us. So they're going to show us something new. Now the question is whether or not we will be able to talk about it. I don't know if we will. We'll have to find out when that day approaches, which will be Friday afternoon. Here is the lobby. It's pretty empty right now. It was pretty empty, I should say. It'll be more crowded tomorrow with Final Cut Pro people, as you might expect. And I'll be down there. I'm not going to stream everything, but I'll stream a couple segments a day as I'm going to, as I've done for this is my 4th year of streaming here at the Final Cut Pro Creative Summit. So we'll get some folks up here and we'll talk to them, and you guys will get your window into Final Cut Pro Creative Summit. Let me see. Is there anything else? Here's the inside of the Boulanger, the restaurant. It's very nice. They have breakfast there, 5 o'clock in the morning, or 7 o'clock in the morning, I should say. So anyway, there's not a whole lot to report yet, as you might expect. If you guys have any Final Cut Pro news that I missed, when I was on the plane for like 6 hours today, it was a very uneventful flight, although it was a little frustrating when I got there and I went to get an Uber out to Cupertino. I walked over to, they said, ride sharing area 9, and I couldn't get cell connection out there. I had to walk back to the airport in order to get cell connection to connect up to Uber. I'm not sure what was going on there. That was a little bit of a pain, but it was fine. The driver was fine. So anyway, not much to report tonight. I'm going to go find something to eat a little bit later. I might go to that Vietnamese restaurant that took the place of Armadillo Willie's, our barbecue place that we went to all the time. I'm not sure. I don't know how to order Vietnamese, I mean. Do you guys know? I don't know myself. So we got another comment. Just wanted to say I really appreciate all the effort you put into these live streams. I wish I could be there. Hopefully I can make it there for my first summit next year. That's from Jeremy Heberly on YouTube. Thank you very much. You know, I do these things. I hope it's nice to be told that people appreciate it. You know, I'm not getting paid to do these, so it's nice. It's a nice feeling when you guys say that you appreciate it, because that makes me do more of them, right? Well, that does. I'm telling you, it does. So anyway, I'll do one tomorrow morning before noon when I get up. I don't think there's going to be any news. Let me just check over here on Twitter real quick. See if there's anything going on Final Cut Pro wise. I don't think so. You guys might know more than me at this point, because I've been on the airplane most of the day. I don't see anything, so I guess there's not much going on in the world of Final Cut Pro. But I'll be here. I'll start in the morning. I'll get up tomorrow morning, get my coffee going and all that. And you guys follow along these live streams, and I'll keep you informed as much as I can. Tomorrow, things don't start really till about 12 o'clock. They're supposed to be filming some of these sessions tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. They're going to stream them live for 90 days after the event, but you have to pay, and it's not cheap. So I'll do a little bit of streaming. I'll interview some people as much as I can. Just talk to people, not really interview. I'm not here to interview people, but I'll just talk to people. Go live as much as I can down in the lobby. You can see who's here. And of course, anytime there's any breaking Final Cut Pro news that comes out of this FCPX Creative Summit, I will come on the air as fast as I can, let everybody know about it. So you guys excited? I am excited. I am excited. I think there's going to be something new here. Now, like I said, I don't know if we're going to be able to talk about it. I don't know. But I certainly will give you my opinion. If we can't talk specifics, I'll give you my general opinion on what I think the news was. I won't break any NDAs or anything, whatever we got going on. I think it's pretty dead around here tonight. I don't know. I think my friends Ian Anderson and Lee Herbert are here somewhere. I haven't seen them though. I haven't seen haven't made any contact with them tonight. A couple of other people I've seen. So I do have a Final Cut FCPX Summit 2019 group on Facebook. It's a private group, so we can talk there without it being public if we want to talk about anything. You'll have to email me or somebody and see what's going on. Let me just check on one or two more things. I think we are. Yeah, we're live. We're live everywhere we're supposed to be. Good. I certainly want to thank Future Media Concepts. Oh, come on, that's not true. Can that possibly be true? Somebody's messing with us. Somebody just posted. Let me see if that's true. I doubt it. I think they're just pulling our leg. But anyway, they have had updates that have come around the Final Cut Pro Creative Summit multiple times. New versions right around the summit, day before, whatever. So, yeah, somebody's just messing with us. I don't see that. Let me just check something here. Yeah. So, yeah, somebody posted that Final Cut Pro 10.5 is here, but I didn't think so. I don't see it anywhere. I think it could be coming here. That's for sure. I think it's very, very possible. Let me just check one more place. Let's see one more place. Just check before I go sign off here. Check, check, check. No, I don't think so. I don't see anything. I doubt it. It'd be a weird time for them to release Final Cut Pro this late in the day. All right, let me, yep, I don't think so. Let me just go over here real quick. So Jeremy says, All right, I'm going to block that guy. I'm going to block that guy. He's talking nonsense. He said Final Cut Pro 10.5 was out, and it's not out. If it is, I can't find it, but I'm going to block him until I just don't see it. I'll unblock him if I can see it, but I just don't see it. So let me see what's going on here. Tech specs, motion, Final Cut Pro 10. Yeah, it's not out. That'd be a weird time for them to be releasing Final Cut Pro 5 this time of the day. Let me just see what else is going on there. That's about it for today, I think. We're going to, like I said, I'll be talking in the morning to everybody. When I get up, if there's any news overnight, which usually there's probably not. I doubt if there's going to be any news tonight. Be a weird time. But here's the thing. They have released Final Cut Pro the day before, the summit before. In 2016, they had an Apple event, and they released the 10.2 or 10.3 the day before the summit. So any time now there could be an update. I would be pleasantly surprised if 10.5 actually was released. I think it's more likely we're going to see a preview of a future version of Final Cut Pro 10, and whether or not we can talk about it is up to Apple. It's usually so far at the summits, the 3 summits that I've been through to here, 2016, 2017, 2018 last year, this is 2019 of course, this was all 3 times we've been able to talk about what we saw at the summit. So hopefully that's the case this time. Don't know. There's been an email sent out that said we're not going to be able to talk about anything, bloggers, blah, blah, blah. They've told us that before, and it turns out we could actually talk about it. So we'll have to see. Let's just check one more time, see if anything's happening in the world of Final Cut Pro before I sign off here. I don't see anything. Nope, I do not see anything. So I'm pretty sure that was just nonsense. That he was just trying to rile things up. So Jeremy Heberly says crossing his fingers for Final Cut Pro logic and motion round tripping. Thanks again. Looking forward to hearing more. I will any breaking news, I'll try to get live within as fast as I can. Like I said, this is actually a little bit early. The Wednesday night is not. There's nothing really going on here. I think I'm going to probably meet up with some people that we're going to have dinner, maybe at the Vietnamese place, right down across from the Juniper Hotel. So, no, there's nothing going on. Let me just check here. Updates. Nope. Nothing going on. I haven't. So, have you updated to Catalina? You brave people out there. I may update in the fall. I mean, in the spring. I'm not going to update now. I just updated to Mojave on my MacBook Pro. I am excited about what Catalina can bring to the table as far as speeding up Final Cut Pro. We'll have to see how that works. All right, I think we're just about done here for tonight. Nathan says, still on Mojave right now. I'm on Mojave too, Nathan. I just updated Mojave in May, so. He says he's trying to run on 32-bit double checks. That's a good thing to do. Absolutely. Well, the main thing is, even when you update, just do a carbon copy clone of your existing hard drive so you can go back to it. That's the main thing. I mean, I got audio plugins that are not going to work. This is my room, by the way. This is my room at the Juniper. I'm sure they're all looking the same. They do have $3 waters on the counter back there if you want to pay $3 for a bottle of water. They do put the price on the outside, so I got mine from across the road. So where's everybody watching from tonight? I'm wondering at this time of the night. It's 3:46, so it's almost 4 o'clock here in Cupertino. That would make it almost 10 o'clock over in Europe, I think. Who knows what time it is in Australia? I can't even keep track of those guys. It would be 4 o'clock plus 2, probably 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, something like that. There's a lot of Final Cut Pro people over there in Australia. A lot of them. Nathan said he's from Detroit. Jeremiah says he's from Orlando, Florida. Almost 7 p.m. Right, 3 hours difference. I consider Florida the East Coast. It's south, but it's also east, so it's not the West Coast, that's for sure. All right, everyone. So it looks like, well, of course, we all know if Final Cut gets updated that Motion will get updated, Compressor also get updated. Though they don't get updated nearly as much as Final Cut, but they do get updated, so that's cool. I don't see anything here. Anything going on. So I'm going to head on over to Nathan says, I'm thinking it won't be a bad idea to have a little thumb drive or something with bootable Mojave and Final Cut Pro 10.4.6 on it for a few years for easy transcoding if needed. Absolutely. Absolutely. Or just get a regular hard drive. Get a regular, USB 3 hard drive. It's even faster. It'd be faster than the USB thumb drive is. So I got the OWC drive, one of those ones that are like 22,000 megabits per second. I got that at the house. It's a real Thunderbolt 3, unlike like the Samsung is. I have a T3 and I think there's a T5 out. That's still stuck at USB 3 speeds, which is about 400 or 500 megabits a second. But the OWC one is like 2,000, so it's really, really fast. It's like the internal on the MacBook Pro. Nathan says, thanks for keeping everyone up to date out there, Richard. Have fun. I certainly will. I'm going to go see if I can find anybody. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them before I sign off for the night. Let me see if I have anything else. I think we're pretty good. So Jeremy says, I think Kano will help with transcoding in the future too, right? Absolutely it will. Kano is a great application. I'm going to have Robert Kruger back on Final Cut Pro Radio TV Live after the summit, and we're going to talk about the latest 1.7 update, and we're going to ask him why it doesn't support iPhones yet. It still doesn't support iPhones, which is something that I want to see since I have my iPhone 11 Pro Max, which I'm shooting with all weekend long, starting tomorrow. We'll see what we can do. So nobody from the Europe is chiming in tonight. I guess it's too late over there. Let me see something. I actually can. Jeremy says, I purchased it, kind of was talking about it because I heard him talking about it on your show. Huh, why isn't that, that's weird. It's not horizontal. I mean, it's horizontal, not vertical. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. So you have any questions? I will be able to ask people this weekend if you guys got any questions. I can pass some of the questions along to the team. And anybody else, Philip Hodgetts is going to be there, Serena Catania is going to be here, Gregory Clark's going to be here, Ian Anderson's going to be here, Steve Martin, of course, Lee Herbert's going to be here, Patrick Southern is going to be here. He's going to take us down to the Vietnamese place to eat. I think I still owe him some French fries. Mike Matzdorf's going to be here with Michael Yanovich, talking about doing a film with Final Cut Pro, I believe. I told Michael Yanovich not to wear his Avid t-shirt. This is not the place for it. He'll get nothing but grief. Just a joke, of course. So this is FCPX Summit Video 04. I am going to number them sequentially. So this is the fourth one relating to this trip, FCPX Summit Week. So the next one will be 05 and 06 and 07. So if you go to YouTube or Periscope or whatever, you can catch the latest one. Just pick the highest number one. I'm putting the number first, so it sorts. So you can sort it by the number. Nobody from Europe's watching tonight, huh? I guess it's too late over there. It's 4 o'clock. It's 10 p.m. at night over there. Yes, sir. This is the epicenter for Final Cut Pro news this week. This is the biggest Final Cut Pro event in the world. It's much bigger than NAB, much bigger than IBC for Final Cut Pro stuff. But anyway, I think I'm going to get off here tonight. And I will talk to you later. Just, you can follow along on Twitter, like I said. Follow along on Twitter. Follow along on Facebook, YouTube. Everything is Richard Taylor TV. Let me just check one more time. Don't see anything. Nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new, FCPX. Justine's going to be here. Chris Fenwick's going to be here. He's teaching something. We're going to see something new this week. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're going to see something new. Hopefully we can talk about it. That would be great. All right. I think we're good for the night. You guys sleep well wherever you are. I will chime in tomorrow morning before noon, before I go downstairs, just to see what's going on. There's probably nothing new. So Jeremy says Chris F. is hosting, right? He's kind of taken over some of the things that what's the guy's name? Jeff Greenberg took over because Jeff had a baby. So he might, I don't think he's going to be here, but he might make a guest appearance somehow with technology and stuff. It's different this year than it has been. There's only 2 tracks going on at the same time. Chris F., I like that. I'm going to call him Chris F. from now on. That's a good name for him. Chris F. We've been friends for quite a while. Alrighty. I got my iced tea. I've already had my coffee for the night. I bring a little AeroPress with me. make coffee here in the room before I get out of bed. I don't like getting dressed and going to get coffee. I like getting coffee before I get dressed, so that's what I do. I have a stainless steel pour over tea kettle that I heat the water up, and I brought coffee with me, Pete's Coffee from Washington State. All right, everybody, I think we're good for the night. I appreciate you all stopping by. I will be talking to you tomorrow morning. Richard Taylor signing off.